Hi everyone, this is Egamon. Today we're very lucky to have Cheryl Leonard with us. She's one of the most versatile artists actually I've ever met in my life. She's a brilliant composer, instrument builder, multi-instrumentalist, performing artist, to just name a few. And she agreed with me to chat a little bit about her music today, and she actually performed at the Pendulum New Music series yesterday night. Two of her pieces, if I remember, I have to take a little notes. Southern Ocean and Gluga, right?
Correct.
Well, first of all, welcome. It's great to have you here.
Yeah, it's been great to meet you guys and hear your music and just
Thanks.
be here at the university.
Right. Actually, Cheryl graciously listened to some of the CU students' music yesterday and today, and she's been having several master classes and giving her feedback. But going back to her music, I know that what kind of music you write is the most cliche and annoying question that a composer can ask another composer. But I think in your case, it is somehow important for the audience that was not with us yesterday not to know what kind of stuff you do, because you use a lot of natural sounds and you, in the most naive way to put it, you have a very unusual way to write music, especially for us contemporary classical composers to comprehend. Do you want to briefly talk about that?
Yeah, so I'm these days I'm mainly working with amplified natural objects that I play as musical instruments and combining that with field recordings, primarily of things from nature, so sounds of ice, water, animals, stuff like that, wind. And I'm combining those two things into pieces. I'm interested in different interesting timbres and unique sounds, both in the field recordings and produced on the instruments, and kind of making pieces that draw attention to those unique sounds. And also kind of the environments that they come from.
Something I noticed, especially yesterday and before when I was checking out your music, though, although you're using a lot of completely unusual natural sounds, I think you have a very traditional approach to composition. Like the phrasing and formal construction and all that. I can totally relate to it, although I've never heard these sounds before. Do you want to talk about your approach to formal process?
I guess I like things to be pretty organic structurally. I like it to feel like there's a sort of a logical progression for most of my pieces. Once in a while I'll be weird and surprising to mix it up a little bit, but that you have a sense of a journey within the piece, that you can follow, that you're going somewhere, you're experiencing something, and then there's a resolution, which is a very classical form, right?
But in a way, it's quite organic too.
Yeah.
And very intuitive,
That just
I believe.
seems to work for me. Again, once in a while, I like to mix it up for myself, so I'm not too much in a rut.
Right. I mean, I remember you actually are still writing some acoustic pieces, like solo piano pieces. I'm just curious, and as somebody who actually studied composition, like yourself, do you feel like sometimes all these things, like from years ago, are constantly coming back as you're writing music, or are you more of an intuitive composer these days?
Both.
Great answer.
I mean, all the things that you've studied, they become internalized, and they become part of who your identity, what your identity is as a composer, and then you can consciously choose to ignore them, or they just come out naturally.
Very nice. Well, thanks for coming. This is really it. I just want to briefly chat with you about your music. Thanks everybody for watching this. Next vlog we're gonna talk to notes again, Rika Narimoto, if I remember his name correctly or pronounce it correctly. See you next month. Bye.